You wake up in the dark, and something is wrong. Your throat is on fire. Your skin is hot. The fur you sleep under is soaked through. It's 40,000 years ago. There is no pharmacy, no doctor, no word for infection. There is just you, a body that started to fail, and a small group of people who have no idea why. You don't know it yet. But what happens over the next few days has been deciding the fate of humans for 100,000 years. What did ancient humans do when they got sick? Here's the thing we forget. For almost all of human history, getting sick wasn't an inconvenience. It was a coin flip with your life. No antibiotics, no idea that tiny invisible organisms even existed. A cut on your hand and a fever were, as far as anyone could tell, the same kind of event. Your body turning against you for reasons no one could see. So, what did they actually do? It turns out, a lot more than nothing. Your group can't name the illness. But over thousands of years, they've learned that certain plants do something. You're given bark to chew. It's bitter and stringy. And it's willow bark, which contains salicin, the natural ancestor of the aspirin in your cabinet right now. Someone packs a wound with honey, which actually does kill bacteria. None of them know why these things work. They only know that the people who chewed the bark sometimes got better, and the knowledge got passed down, plant by plant, death by death. But some sickness can't be chewed away, and here the ideas get darker. If the problem is inside you, maybe it has to come out. Across the ancient world, the same terrifying idea appears again and again. Drill a hole in the skull to let the bad thing escape. It's called trepanation, and we found ancient skulls with neat holes bored into them. The unsettling part? Many of those skulls show bone that healed afterward, which means the person survived the operation, sometimes more than once. You're not treated by a doctor. You're treated by the one person in the group who claims to understand the unseen. The healer, the shaman. Their power isn't really the herbs. It's certainty in a world that offers none. And here's what's strange. It often helped. Belief that you'll recover lowers stress, and a calmer body heals better. We have a clinical name for this now. We call it the placebo effect. 40,000 years ago, it might have been the most reliable medicine they had. But step back from your own fever and look at the group around you. Because the real story of ancient sickness isn't about the herbs or the holes in skulls. It's about the math. When you hear that ancient humans lived to about 30, you picture everyone dropping dead at 30. That's not what happened. That number is an average, and it's dragged down by the children. Roughly half of all children died before reaching adulthood. Half. Every parent you're sitting next to in that firelight has, statistically, buried a child. Or will. If you made it past childhood, you could easily live into your 60s or 70s. The danger wasn't old age. It was being small and new and defenseless against the invisible. So, when you get sick in that cave, the fear in the faces around you isn't really about you. It's the memory of everyone they've already watched the dark take. They've done this before. That's the part that should stop you cold. Sickness wasn't an event in ancient life. It was ancient life. Days pass. Your fever breaks. The bark, the honey, the healer's certainty. Your own stubborn immune system. Something worked. This time, you sit up. You eat. The group exhales. You'll never know which thing saved you. Neither will they. But the knowledge of what they tried gets folded into the group's memory and carried to the next fire and the next for 1,000 generations until one of those generations finally figures out why the bark worked. That generation is yours. The next time you swallow a pill without thinking, remember, every one of them is a message passed hand to hand across 40,000 years, from people who chewed bark in the dark and hoped they survived the night, the cold, and the sickness, But there was one thing ancient humans were still terrified of: